our mic is working. This girl. Can I help you? Hi. You gonna sit back there? Go ahead. You can sit back there. You're gonna be prickly, but that's Miss Pastel. If you know anything about me right now, you know that I just had this horrible Google review left on me, and I have to say I forgot. Like, um, hear me out. So when David was alive, we noticed that the haters would leave 1-star reviews. They never met me. They've never had me groom a dog. And when I had 5 stars for over 10 years, and then a handful of haters started coming around, and like 10 or 15 1-star reviews landed me in like 4.2 on Google. And I have to say, I'm pretty direct. I am, but I have to be because of the dogs that I groom. They're really mean. And cats that I groom, they're really mean too, and they could kill me. And so, since I'm willing to groom these kinds of very mean animals, it takes a certain kind of person to do that. And that person might look like Dog Daddy, where he's really quiet, but he's thinking how he processes. But if you've seen his story, you know that he's also an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't do drugs like that to get past things. The worst thing I might do is drink coffee, and I quit coffee a lot. I don't overeat or undereat. I just eat maybe the wrong stuff at the wrong time. I don't have any vices. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do anything. The dogs are my world. And I just talked to somebody who I was trying to help, and she went at midnight, and she went and left me a 1-star review talking about how I can't believe my first impression of this woman, blah, blah, blah. Me was like that. And that I honestly am glad I recorded the conversation because I was actually live on YouTube when she called, but I was doing members only. So the members that got to watch that could hear the entire conversation. And I'm left with remembering what David would say to me, like, don't give a F. And then he also would say things like, we also learned that no matter how hard I tried to get 5-star reviews based off of real business, because there were so many years I had Google that I didn't ask people to leave reviews. Like, I've been in business 22 years, and I've only been asking for reviews for the last 10. And I have over 900 reviews, right? So, and I've still been in business. I don't change groomers. Groomers don't come and go. The groomer is me. Whereas some businesses have these horrible groomers that hurt dogs, make them bleed, cut off their ear, cut off their tongue, and do all these things that validate a 1-star review, right? And to be honest with you, a lot of the dogs that I groom that have an ear cut off or a tongue cut off, those owners never leave a 1-star review because they're scared to leave a 1-star review because they don't want to be repercussions, because I have a following of like almost 400,000 people. Like, if I ask them to help me, they might. And so if I ask them to help me, then someone would be scared to leave a review. Well, as big as I am, I don't act big. I actually feel like I don't want their following of 11,000 to come after me. I just want to keep the peace. But you have to be truthful in the peace that you're keeping. And I don't think I did anything wrong on the conversation I had with this lady. Matter of fact, my reply was like, I can't believe not only did I try to volunteer to walk the dog that hasn't been walked in over a year on a leash and collar. I was going to volunteer to do that, but I said, I can't come out there a 45-minute one-way trip, 45 minutes back, and not get some kind of compensation. And you guys are bigger than me as far as rescue. I'm doing what I'm doing by myself. You guys are bigger than me. You guys can do fundraisers like, hey, we got this chick. She works with aggressive dogs, and we want to have her come and work with this dog because I can't take the dog. Like, I wish I could, but I can't. And the least I can do is make the time, go over there, walk the dog every day. in preparation of an aggressive dog grooming that I'm going to do, right? Because the lady wasn't going to walk the dog. She said, "No, we can't walk her. I'm not going to walk her." And then she just started cutting me off and basically saying, "You know what? We're done here." You know what I mean? And David would say, "This lady added a 1 star to my reviews." Oh, oh, she added that 1 star, which means it's going to take forever for me to get back to even like delete that sucker. And what I mean is like, it's so hard to recover from false reviews. It's so hard. And the false review, yeah, she may have not, I don't know why she didn't like it. I would have been like 5 star review or no review because she didn't use my services. The 5 star review, why? Because someone called me and which I texted her first, remember? I texted her first and I said, "Hey, I'm really busy right now. I'm actually working." And then if she got to watch the live, she would even know I didn't get done. I wasn't even done when I got done with her. I went on to a treadmill, walk a dog, pick up poop, and I still had to go shower myself. And I'm here live now, that's for myself. But this is another channel that I'm working on, right? So it's like this lady, the nerve to ruin the review rating I currently have, which I wonder did it even drop? I think I've got it up to I didn't look I was so I did not read her full review. I glanced over it and I was like, I'm not going to let that get me down. I can't change her perspective, but I did text her back, and I said to her, I said, I didn't appreciate your review. I was doing my best to, in the middle of my work session, still contact you. And it hurts me for you to leave such a review. I don't know very many people that would call someone at midnight. You know, I'm not just saying I called her. I'm just saying I asked her, "Are you available to talk?" Because I wanted to get with you today. Because I said in a text, "I'll call you later today." But the day went by. I'm working. You know, I'm one person. And I said, "Can I call you right now if you're not busy?" It's not like I just expected her to talk to me at midnight. I was cordial and I was nice about it. And I would have left a 5 star based off of like, I couldn't make it work with Dee Dee. She wanted me to walk the dog and I just refused. That's the truth. She refused to walk the dog. And then she put words in my mouth, which is like you guys said. She literally said, "Well, if you're not going to groom the dog," or, you know what I mean? And that's not what I said. No one said I wasn't going to groom the dog. But I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you of why I should groom the dog. Hold on here. I knew I was going to get him. I just wasn't sure how hard it was going to be. Okay. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to grab those minis now. And I'm full on wood. He had a lot of wood already, bro. Wow. He had a full on wood, bro. And I could have got him with that freaking samurai stick. Yeah, she refused to walk him. And so then I was like, "Well, let me help you. You know, I'm really good with these aggressive dogs. Let me come and walk him, but I can't do it for free. I'm really busy." And I basically explained I have my own rescue dogs I'm trying to rehome. Why did I have to explain all that? I shouldn't. If you want to foster a dog with the company, that's what you're volunteering to do. But she went on to leave me that 1 star review. And what I'm saying with David is would say, one, effer, and two, don't worry about, dang, that's that shotgun that blows up. So David would say, effer, get out of here, DD. He was already almost dead, dude. Girl! Oh, because she misunderstood you and didn't want to work it out like an adult? I don't think she misunderstood me. I think she got pissed that I had so many rules and requirements, and I think that she was pissed that I said I called her out. And the thing that pissed her off was that I was like, what I said when she cut me off, you don't know what it was. You don't remember? What I mean is, I feel like I know exactly what happened. Is that she hasn't been walking the dog, and she hasn't cared enough to walk the dog or do exercise with the dog. And she wants to say it's because the dog's been through trauma. And I said, and what I said, if you didn't hear me, was you can't keep that dog in trauma. And I know that because of that. When I was on the treadmill, I explained about that Australian Shepherd dog. That lady, the teacher, listened what I said. She listened to me and did what I told her to do. I said, when you get home and you that dog wants to go in the closet, I need you to shut the closet. I need you to put a leash on collar on her all day, every day, and I need you. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Ooh. Oh. I said, this is what I told the Australian. Hold on, let me get this. No! So I told that lady what to do, and she listened to me. I said, you need to have the dog on a leash and collar every day, all day, until, right? Until the dog is going to hang out with you like it's normal. And if you need to give a treat, like my dog's right here, leash and collar, I'm gaming, leash and collar, because she said she worked from home. Not this lady, this whole other lady. She said she worked from home. So I said, while you're home all day, the dog has a leash and collar on, not this harness. The harness isn't doing nothing for her. So leash and collar, even if you're working, brrr, leash and collar, treat, leash and collar, love, treat. Not I'm working all day and she went in the closet to hide in her clothing closet, in the closet. I said, you that is she would go into she was kenneled with 100 dogs, this Australian Shepherd, and they pulled her out. So now she's just letting that dog do what it's normally wanting to do, which is go hide away in a closet. And I told her, no, she's in a whole new place now. She's in a whole new house, your house. She's with you. She's wanting to be loved. She wants a whole nother. And so, if what happened is this lady is not doing that, this lady was like, remember what she said? I wish that they would have given this dog to me back to, last year in April, but they didn't. And so now this dog went through one traumatic foster, another traumatic foster, a traumatic groomer, another traumatic groomer, and now she's calling the professional. And I have a strict like diet for how we need to get this dog groomed, and she don't like it. And so she gave me a 1-star review because of my strict diet. And like what I mean is, I don't know how low her review makes my numbers look now, but it's just a fresh review. So when someone goes to my Google review and looks at my reviews, they see that review, which I think is a very unfair review, which is why I'm going to air the conversation so I can have a link to put it on that review, because I get to speak up myself on my own reviews. So then I'm going to go say, this is the conversation we had, and you let me know if this was unfair. And I was actually grooming 2 dogs at the time, and I stopped, finished what I was doing, and called her. And also, it was midnight. So if you don't think that that is a good customer service, then yeah, me and you are a new client that reads that review. We're not on the same page, because I'm willing to go above and beyond any other groomer's customer service, 100%. But I think that, like I said, what I think would be for me and Nikki right now, this conversation, and MP, maybe she'll come watch this later. What I think happened was, as soon as I was calling her out on telling her that the dog should not stay in the traumatic mindset, which means I'm basically saying that if you're not going to walk the dog, you're just allowing the dog to continue being in that traumatic mindset, and you're not teaching the dog anything different. Now, just because you're fostering a dog, just like the two that were traumatic and that had to be, the dog had to be taken away from them, just because you're volunteering and you're fostering doesn't mean you know how to groom an aggressive dog, doesn't mean you know how to treat an aggressive dog or manage an aggressive dog. Some dogs have been through extreme trauma in their experiences. Hold on, let me take this. And it takes a special person to do it. And you can't expect everybody, like including this lady. I have no. Let me go to her house, and that might be a whole nother ball game is going to her house. Oh wait, let me go see if there's upstairs. Let's do this right here. You can. Hold on. Let me take this. Okay. Yeah, nice. Oh, I'm in a tree now. Great. Oh, I dropped that. Oh, damn it. Are you serious right now? He's here somewhere. I gotta read what you have to say, though. I mean, what? There's nothing I can do about the review. I reported the review. I think it was unfair. She can base her opinion on me. That's what a review is. She did talk to me, so I think it's valid. I've left reviews based off of a conversation, but I think that it should not have been 1 star. If she wanted to leave it 3 star, maybe I could understand that. But I was trying everything to do to help her. Personally, I think she had a drink or two, and she got mad that I couldn't help her, and that she has to deal with the problem, and that she was offended that I was like, you have to you like she was offended. There's her problem is not my problem. Like I don't care. So I can have you guys that were all part of the conversation, listening. I can have you guys help me, at least stick up for me. You and Spirit Angel's already on it. She was pissed. Spirit Angel was pissed about the review. Um, because you guys were there listening to the conversation. You guys know exactly what was going on. This is how I talk to everybody. And it's because you have to put your foot down in situations like this because, again, aggressive dog grooming is not for a novice. I mean, it's very, very dangerous. So, okay. He's inside here. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Like, I'm not. I might be a little hyped up because, I mean, I want to do something about it, but I already have. I wrote the company on the. I think he's behind me, Dee Dee. Here he comes. When he gets closer. There we go. That's how you do it, baby. I wrote the company. I don't know if that will hurt me or not. I was honest. I said, hey, I was recording the whole thing. She caught me while I was working. I was live on YouTube, which is true. Which means if you call me, I'm going to record it. So, like, they know. It's legal here in Texas. You can have a one-way conversation and record it. And how each person behaves is up to what they did when they were recording. Like, I can't change what she said and did, but everyone else can hear what she did. I mean, I can't change it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you record, because you want to see what people say, and that way you can share it if you want. It's like public information. Once you want to have a conversation like that, you better be careful what you say. And so I would have I record every conversation almost. So why? Because I want to be able to come back to it. If someone says that we made an agreement that it would be a $10,000, they were going to pay me 10,000, I'm going to tell them I got the conversation. I think I'm hyped up because it's just wrong. It's just wrong, you know? Because you listen to that conversation, I think you can hear everything that happened. I was going to start saying, no, I can help you. I didn't, but at that point, I too was like, I'm not going to help her. I don't want to help her. I'm not interested in helping her no more. She's being an asshole, you know? Oh, come on, Dee Dee. Come on, man. Dang! Sometimes I'll do that too. I'll be like, hey, but I wouldn't, there's no way actually, when you're on a phone with a conversation with somebody and they start being a jerk and you say to them, I don't think we're a good fit. I have no way to go to their house and leave a 1-star review based off of the conversation. Like for her to do that, I think is what bothers me is that it's midnight, right? And she's still so pissed about the conversation. Oh, what did he hit me with? Oh, I put the wall up and killed myself. Are you serious? Hold on, let me see what you got to say. And I had this game on mute so you could hear me clearly. Let me put it. Okay, it says, all because she misunderstood you and didn't want to work it out like an adult. It was all a case of you saying one thing and she heard another. We don't know that. Maybe she heard what everything, but what she did was get pissed. She said, "No, I can't walk him." Right, she needs to work with him and not just sit and say poor baby and not do anything with him to help get over the trauma. Yeah. So that's why I think I called her out was like, you can't keep the dog in trauma. And right then, I don't know if you heard it because I changed it. You're not going to be able to watch it unless you're like level 3 so that she can't now go to my channel because I shared her videos and go try to find it and watch it. If she wants to watch it, she's going to have to pay level 3 fees. Um, she needs to work with him. That's exactly right. Your average review says 4.7. Thank you for letting me know that. That's exactly where they've been for the last 5 or 6 years. I can't get them past that. I mean, she could have said, yeah, thank you. Let me work on that with that dog and let you know that. I would have said, okay, then it's going to be really hard if you don't get the dog. So she went on to say, I'll throw the ball outside. I said, it's not the same. I wasn't done talking. But I said, when she said, I'm just going to throw the ball around outside and run the dog in the backyard, I said, it's just not the same. And then she goes, yeah, I thought I heard her say, yeah, I know. And then she goes, but you know what? And then that's when she was like, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. But no, she didn't want to get proactive. No, she didn't. Thank you. You said you got my back. I'm hyped up out of disbelief that she just cut off communication and then left that review over one conversation she didn't like. Yep. So I responded to the review, which is that gets it off of me. Like there's two sides to the story, and I recorded mine. So I could dust off my shoulders tonight. And then the next thing I did was I took that pain because it's painful to get a 1-star review when you know you were trying to help someone. I wrote the company. I went to their website and I said, "Hey, I just got a 1-star review from a foster of your family. You're one of your fosters. Her name is Andrea A. This and this and this. I felt like I went out of my way in the middle of my work, which is why I was recording because we were live airing on my YouTube channel, which is why we were recording. I was live." And I asked her if she was available to talk. We ended up talking to her. She got mad because I needed the dog to be walked. I told her this and this and this. She left a 1-star review. I'm not really happy about it. If you want to call me to talk about it, here's my number. And because I'm gonna turn their company in too. Like if that's how they hire fosters to have them come and hurt other businesses, then it should go around. And it's not in a bad way, but I'm also going to report them as well for having that type of worker. It's not fair. She can leave a 1-star. Well, she's representing a company. You know, everybody can leave their opinion. I'm entitled to mine, just like she's entitled to hers. And she did tell us where she worked, by the way. Ooh. See, these days when you do stuff out of context and you behave a certain way and you tell employers about it, sometimes they don't want you around anymore. You know? It's true. I could write the employer and say, this is the kind of messages I got from your employee. This is what's going on. Is this who you want representing your business? I'm airing this conversation. I'm saying that. I hate having conflict. I really do. But I'm really tired of people that get to talk about so much hating me and hating on me and leaving one stars and getting away with it, and I never can protect myself. I'm afraid to protect myself because I'm afraid of all the one star reviews I'm going to get. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dang, man. He already got me. Oh, man. I knew that was going to die right away. Oh, yeah, that's right. She sure did let it out where she worked. Mm-hmm. She sure did. Talking about, see, I don't know, man. I said some things myself that could hurt me, you know. I say that, but if I rent this new unit, I might have a rental unit, then I won't have a problem with the dogs, the quantity of dogs because I will have a place for them. If I rent this new unit, which I should know here soon. Then she got all pissed that you mentioned your channel. It's a friggin' business, lady. What does that have to do with anything? I don't remember her getting pissed about the channel. Did I? Oh, did you? Did she write something about it in the comments? Yeah, there's a lot of viewers on my channel, but there's a lot of work. I work really hard. And I sent her some very hard grooms, you know? And maybe she just wants to be hateful. Maybe she caught up on some comments and was like, I want to hate her too. You know, maybe that's the route she wants to take. That's the route she chose. You know, I can't help her. And sometimes I've dealt with these. You have got to know what I'm talking about, Nikki, which is probably why you're the one up talking to me tonight. Yep, she said that in her review. Let me find that part. Yeah, I didn't read the review because I didn't want it to get me down. I try not to, if it's hateful, I try not to absorb myself in it because I can already feel what she was trying to do. And she already left. A one-star review already tells it all. I don't need to hear what she has to say because I don't believe what she has to say. If I was reading and I read my reply, then I would believe the owner because I would look at all the reviews, you know. There's so many aggressive dogs I've helped, and this lady didn't even give me a chance. We didn't even get past a phone call. And and I hope in my reply, because it was on my phone, it kept. I was gonna throw my phone because it was just glitching. I may go fix the reply on a computer later, but she didn't give it a chance. I'm gonna air it so that I have a link to put in the review anyway. And I was on the bus and it went to this screen again. That's weird. And then there was something else like she cut me off. She put words in my mouth. And she judged it based off of a phone call of a dog that's in dire. I think I can put some pictures of the text messaging, like at what time it was, and let people see the entire conversation because I think I can put pictures. Maybe I can't. So then I will do a video about it and put the pictures of the text messages in the video of like, this is how people talk to me. And this is what they do. This is the kind of reviews that they leave. But when I do stuff like that, it also invites other haters to leave one stars, to just pile on the one stars, you know? Want your feedback. Select a rating. Fortnite Battle Royale. Here it is. During our phone call, she mentioned multiple times about watching her YouTube on buying one of her accessories. You were saying that to help her. Yeah, she said she can't find her grooming arm. I said, I have a grooming arm. I would love your support. She wants me to groom this dog, right? Why can't we help each other? I have the grooming arm, you know? Because I'm going to come to her house and I don't have a, remember I told her I don't have a trailer anymore that can groom her dog. I don't have a facility and I don't have a van that fits her dog. The only way I can come to help her is coming to her house, which I should have said, I can't help you. Your dog can't fit in my trailer. That's it. And the conversation would have been done. Yeah, maybe read it tomorrow, but not tonight. But I think I'm not going to read it at all. Yeah, maybe not, but I think your response was spot on. Yeah, it was spot on. Thank you. It was spot on because I told the truth. I said exactly what happened. And thank you for telling me that's what she said. But yeah, why wouldn't I tell you? I sent her the YouTube videos because I needed her to watch them because I told her you're gonna hold just like the guy is. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with her. It's ignorance. It's like dealing with an ignorant person. Buying and selling Epic accounts violates our rules. Don't get banned. Oh, I thought people could build up their Epic accounts and then sell them. It's right there. It says right there, you cannot do that. Dang. Yeah, that poor dog. So she's not going to find someone that's going to be great with grooming the legs. She's not going to find that person. No, I don't believe it. She can get it done being sedated. She can get it done being sedated, but she's not going to find someone that can do what I do. No. Hold on, that's a little overconfident. Across the United States, there are lots of us, not thousands, but there are a lot of people that can handle an aggressive dog without sedation. But there are more people that try. This is why she got sent away today. She went somewhere today or yesterday and got sent away. And that second picture where the back was just shaved, that's all they did. And then they told her, don't come back. They can't. The dog's screaming, you can't come here. The dog's screaming and aggressive, you can't come here. So, just saying, she took the dog somewhere already. Did she leave them a 1-star review? I can't fix her. Not my problem. But I'm just saying the friends and fans that were there tonight, if we all shared that what she did was not cool, then maybe something could come of it. And if we all report the review as hateful, then maybe something will come of it, and that's all we can do. Um, and I did both of those already. So if I have you do it, and Spirit Angel and Doug and MP and everybody helps out, then maybe she'll go change her review, because somebody, if I was the rescue group, I would tell her to go take the review off. I would say, we don't need bad business. Please go take the review off. That doesn't help us, because it doesn't. My boss has told me to take as a realtor when I got screwed over, even though it wasn't right. He's like, he doesn't want drama in his brokerage. This is another boss. In my opinion, I would actually go to battle for my employees, but he didn't want to. He says whenever we have to go to battle, they do an audit, and the audit can take months, and then it makes our brokerage look bad. But two of my clients got screwed over in Hawaii with a company that hold on, let me get this. Two of my clients, same company, got screwed over. And so I left a review. They were lied to, deceived, and I left a review. And it was factual. It wasn't emotional. It was straight factual. And they threatened me. We're going to do this to make sure you get your license and just, lose your license and all that. And my broker was like, hey, Dee Dee, please just delete the review. And it's up to you if you want to take it to the board over there in Hawaii. And I think it's corrupt, so I didn't take it to the board. Because I think that there's too many politics, and there's too many little people in Hawaii that it's corrupt. And so you write a complaint, and since they're all in it together, I pay you, you pay me, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how a lot of islands work. I was like, it's just pointless. I don't live there, and my family does. So my family, that was one of my clients, has to deal with repercussions based off of, my family member did say one day she's going to go sue them. Like, that's what she said. I don't want a little Google review to affect them. I want to go sue them. So in her mind, she wants to go sue them, and take it way farther than I would take it, or that I could take it. Like, I guess I could sue them, but her and her family were the ones that had to pay the price of the lies that broker told them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it just sucks. What I mean is that someone told me, hey, why don't you delete your review, because it's not healthy, for the business. And to be quite frank, like we talked about a second ago, is sometimes these companies are doing things they're not supposed to be doing. And I'll be honest with you, I saw it firsthand when were you there when I picked up that dog? I cried. Like leaving that dog. I didn't know what to do. Spirit Angel told me to go back and pick up the dog, and I said I can't. I picked up that dog for Hannah's Southern Rescue, and that dog is in like was hold on, what's this? That dog, it was in her care. Does that make sense? And I was the transport. So I dropped that dog off where in a place where there was 300 dogs in one room after we kind of did the math because I Spirit Angel didn't see it. I saw it, but she wouldn't let me. The lady when I got there would not let me record, obviously, and that's why I never went live that night. And that I dropped Nugget off on a porch with shit everywhere, just shit everywhere. And I was talking to Spirit Angel on Voxer the whole time home, which was an hour. She told me to turn around and go pick up Nugget, and I said I couldn't because if I turned around, like I couldn't. That dog was signed out, released to me as a transport only. It was released to Southern Paws Rescue Group in near Garland or Dallas or Mesquite or something like that. And I believe that they are doing it for the money because the guy who picked up that dog on the street, which I have his name Pete, I think, or something like that, or Patrick, and that guy picked up that dog, and when he dropped it off, which never drop a dog off the shelter, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm finding this out. If you can keep the dog, otherwise, if you're gonna drop the dog off and walk away, I mean, yeah, that's what you have to do for a shelter, but if you're going to try to find the owner or something like that. So this guy wanted the dog to go to the owner. This guy said he said he wanted to adopt the dog, that they bonded really strongly in the car, and he loved that dog. That dog gave me the look of hell. When I was leaving, he looked back at me, and I remember, like, oh my God. So when I got home that night, I had a lot of choices to make. Again, I'm always afraid because of the hate, the people that want to tear you down and tear you apart and ruin you. And when I have no money to begin with, stick up for myself financially, hire lawyers and get backing and all that, then people can just destroy you, and destroy your reputation and everything, even if it's not true. And so I called Patrick and I was like, get this dog. Get this dog. I said, no matter what they say, get this dog. And because I left there and I said, I wasn't going to turn her in, dude. I said, I'm not going to turn you in. And I left there thinking, I don't want to lie. Like, I wanted to turn her in now. I didn't want to lie. I hate liars, man. And so, oh, dang. Sorry, bud. I hate liars, so I don't want to lie. So when I left, I really wanted to go back there and help her groom the dogs. But then I talked to some rescue groups that I helped along the way. Oh, what? And they all said it's what she's doing is wrong, and to stay far away from it, and and that it's not healthy to be around it. It's like the evil, it's evil, and that they were gonna turn her in. They would turn her in for me. They would make a complaint. I didn't even have to worry about none of that because what happened was that guy Patrick. Come on, Dee Dee. That guy Patrick, he did a lot. He actually realized that they were in it for the money. He had put up a pledge for $1,000 for this dog. And so what happened was as soon as one of them, Hannah's, I think, saw that pledge, as soon as she saw the pledge, she said, "Hey, I want to pick up this dog. Maybe I don't have a place for him." And the other lady I was dropping a kennel off for, because after a year of this lady helping me list my two pits for adoption, I wanted to help her out. I said, "Do you need something?" Out of the blue, I was like, "Can I get you something?" Whatever. She needed a cage. She needed cages. She needed cages because it was about to freeze that week, right? So I wanted to help. So I had one cage, a bag of towels, some treats, some which are expensive as hell, $30 bag of like those bull things. I dropped all that off, and when I did, I was like, in my head, I was still stuck on she needs cages. I was thinking she needs sheds. And I started thinking, no, she doesn't, because the more sheds she has, the more she's picking up. She gave me a quick tour. There was shit everywhere, dog shit everywhere. There was like a house, a building, another building that was huge. It was like a wedding venue. It was 10 acres, and it was a how it was a lot of driving, a gazebo, driving. Finally, you get to the house, so you couldn't hear all the dogs barking from the main road. And this is out of the city, so you could do whatever you wanted to. But if someone saw this, they knew this was a really bad hoarding problem. So you drive out. There's a house. I didn't get to see a building with two goats and a pig. Another building that was huge. Each one, it was all packed with dogs in the middle. You open the double wide doors, and it's like where you would eat food and stuff. And it was tons of dogs in the front. And then you go in the back and the left, there was a room with like 300 small dogs in 20 cages. It was 3 to 4 small dogs in each small cage, and each cage was see-through. It was metal and see-through, and it was like this and this. Like it wasn't the medium, it wasn't the large, it wasn't the tiny. It was like a small, but it was like tiny, small, medium, large, extra large kennel sizes, and those ones that you could fold flat. It was like not the tiny one, but the small one. 3 to 4 small dogs in each one. And I was in shock. And then we went on to walk down, and when I got there, all these dogs were being brought inside, and all these big dog kennels, and all these crates, and two women dogs with babies. All shit was everywhere. They were all kept outside, it looks like, and they were bringing them inside because of the freeze. Um, she was lying straight to my face. I was like, "Are you gonna like spray?" I was like tiptoeing around all the shit, and I said, "Are you gonna like spray all this down?" And she lied. Like, there's no way. It was freezing. It was turning freezing when I was leaving at 6 o'clock p.m. And I didn't see any water sprayer, but I also didn't see food, and I didn't see them starving, but I also didn't see them feeding. That she goes, "We're bringing them all in right now. It's a really messy." And then later the next day, we had a blowout conversation because I called Hannah's, and I said, "If you have this lady picking up dogs for you, have you seen her facility?" And I knew, like I said, I know you guys are friends and everything like that. I said, "But she needs help." And I was like talking like that, right? I was panicking, like I was panicking, because I was like, "What do I do?" And I talked to a lot. I talked to these rescue groups that have helped me. And one of them went through problems like this before as well one time, and we had to turn her in too, and she got it under control. She had to be turned in too, this one lady, because the people that were fostering and pulling dogs for her that she had no idea, they were pulling. This is a whole nother rescue that helped me with this situation. The people I got Faith and Brownie from, they had three. This lady Roberta, she had. Hold on, this guy's coming in. She had two women in two different houses pulling dogs from shelters that she did not say they could do that. And so she didn't know, but their houses had like when me and David pulled Brownie and a dog named Meadow that Cynthia has, we pulled Brownie out of a place that had 27 Chihuahuas, and there was another house that had the same amount, like 29, 30 dogs. And we're talking, this house that I went to had over 300. If you do the math, let's just say there was 20 kennels, and she needed more. There was 20 kennels all the way around the room. This first, and then the second stack all the way around the room, right? And each kennel had 3 or 4 small dogs in it, and that did not include the pig, the goats, which were in a whole nother shed thing, and the dogs that were roaming around, the dogs that were laying around on bed outside, the dog that was barking and waiting to be put up. She even said, "You could take that dog." It was because it was barking too much, and it was a puppy, like young puppy, and she's like, "You could take that dog. Give me him, give me Nugget, and you take that dog." You know what I'm saying? And I know now why she said I could take that dog, is because it was making too much noise. Like, it would get her in trouble. She barks the whole time. She doesn't want to deal with it, that kind of thing. And I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. And I still don't know what to do 100%. What I mean is, like, when situations like that occur, what do you do? Do you go ahead and turn them in and stuff, or what? Dang, he has that gun, man. Dang, hurry up, Dee Dee. Because then it's like hate, right? So you get all this hate from, what? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I don't have all the answers, but I did have help with that. And I did have help with it. So I wasn't lying when I said I wouldn't turn her in. I didn't lie. But I also didn't turn my cheek, but I just also didn't take it completely public yet. I had help. I had people that could help me because they all believed it was not okay. It's not okay. And I was torn between what is okay and what's not okay, and I still am. Because what I don't like is that if I don't know what to say. They confiscate these 20, 30 dogs all the time, 60 dogs at a house. This is 400 dogs at one house. And in Texas, not everywhere is a no kill. So they go confiscate 400 dogs, right? Um, and they kill half of them. Let's say they kill half of them. They euthanize them because there's no space for them. Is that better? Tell me. Is that better? It's just like when they picked up that squirrel. It's the same concept. I understand that he's a rescue. They pick up the squirrel, right? And raccoon, and say, well, because there's squirrels and rabbits, squirrels and raccoons can have rabies, we need to test them. In order to test them, we have to kill them. That's so messed up. When that's so messed up. And so, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm torn. I'm torn. Is it fair that we have rescue groups? Like, I'm not a rescue group, but I rescued a dog, and because the city says you can only have so many dogs, like, well, sorry for you. I can tell you right now, 1 out of 10 people in my area, 1 out of 10 that I know of, has more than the allotted cats and dogs, including this lady that came and was going to pet sit for me. And then remember I told you about her? She finally wrote me a message at midnight one night and said, hey, I don't think this is for me. And I said, yeah, I kind of figured. And I said, will you please leave me a 5-star review based off the interaction that we had? And she did. She said she did. And I don't see that review. And sometimes I notice that Google shows some reviews, but not all of them. She left a 5-star. She says, okay, I done it. And I said, thanks. I appreciate it. Because she knows what I'm trying to do. Yeah, there's no other way to test for it, but then why did they have to go pick up that animal? He's a nonprofit. He's a nonprofit rescue group. So whether he picks up a rat or a freaking raccoon, why would they need to? They did that because of power. They did that to show power. That they could just, you know, you know what I mean? They could just do it. That or it was some political, like, okay, am I at 500 on the stuff? Mostly. Something political that you and I don't understand because it wasn't aired. Should you mess with that guy? Oh, I got him. Yeah. This might be my last game, but we talked a lot about a lot of stuff today. I mean, this is really sad. The whole thing is just sad, dude. Oh, what's that? That's a goat gun. Hey, wait. If that's a that gun, I'm going to get this one. This one. Hold on a minute. This is a 4-door. What? Oh, it sounds like a Hemi, too. And then I just realized, like, I can't save. I can't save them all. And that's what I want to do. Like the Asher house, like he's got a whole team, you know. And I have I have what's it? What gun is that? Rail gun? No, I don't want that. Oh, is this a new car? That's why it's in here, dude. There's another one right there. Okay, med kit, this and that. I'm packed. I'm packing. This is a Hemi, bro. You hear that? Asher House has a whole team. You know, I can't even get someone to stay on for freaking a year. I think we could do way more. I can do way more for animals if I have someone helping me, you know? Get out of there. Get out of building mode. Get out of building mode. Get out of building mode. Oh my god. Get out of building mode. Dang it. Why was I still in building mode? Oh, you can't hear the game. I turned it off so you could hear me talking. We're talking so deeply about this stuff. Okay. I think I should get off. Hold on. Let me get out of this. No, Dee Dee, don't go in. Don't go. Return to lobby. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, shoot. I might have gone. Yeah, it's 2:26. Are you serious right now? I gotta get up at 6 a.m., man. What are the Texas Agriculture Department of Agriculture regulations like? Did y'all report them? Yes, something got reported for sure. And that guy, Patrick, he reported them for smuggling or something like that because what they did was they tried to get him $1,000. So Hannah's got he put a petition out for $1,000, a pledge for that dog for a rescue group to save him, get him ready for adoption, and he wanted him. So he put $1,000 pledge on that dog on some site. And so Hannah's was like, this is how I think it went because I was headed up there an hour away to drop off a cage and all that stuff. And somehow it worked so fast. I was like, when I was driving, I might have said it on the live. I was like, it's really weird to never meet somebody, but the first thing they ask you to do is go pull a dog for them. I said that either to Spirit Angel or to you guys live when I was picking up that dog because I'd never met this person. And here I'm pulling a dog out. So I knew now what it was. She used me to transport that dog so they can get $1,000 and maybe split it. Because where I took that dog was not Hannah's. I took it to paw support. So I pulled that dog and said I was transporting it for Hannah's Southern Paw Rescue. And I dropped it off with Paw Support Rescue. And when I dropped it off, I told you how many animals were there, and I didn't feel like good about it. That dog looked back at me, and he knew he was going in that building with 300 small dogs in there. And that kennel I gave him was a medium. It was huge. You guys saw it. And I'm sure that kennel went on to have 3 or 4 more dogs in it. And so when I called Patrick that next day, because this was late, I called him the next morning. I worked on it all day the next day. All day. 9 hours. All I dealt with was that dog. And I said, get that dog. And I started crying. He goes, you have a voice. You have a YouTube channel. You need to talk about this. And I said, you have no idea how much hate I've had and how they can tear you down when you don't have the money to stand up for yourself. And I said, I know I need to do something. I'm just not sure what to do. I can't do it right now, but I will. I promise you I will, right? Because if you know somebody, if I know you guys and they know their guys, everybody can but they can all hate on hate. We can send over the army and they can send over the army, and it's just all a bunch of hate everywhere. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. I should be able to have a voice, shouldn't I? And it's just like the Me Too movement. It's like people don't want to say anything because they're scared to be shunned or scared to be one-starred or scared of the truth. People are scared of the truth. And when you go say the truth, someone changes it and shifts it and calls you evil. And so Patrick, I was like, you need to, no matter what, get that dog. That dog is not in a place that's good. That dog needs to be pulled back. That dog that dog was supposed to go. Everyone was like, he's at the veterinarian getting neutered the next morning. And Patrick was saying, "Hey, how's he doing?" They were like, "He's doing great. He's recovering. He's doing great." He that dog Nugget never went to the veterinarian. 4 or 5 days later, he got that dog because he was not going to put his foot down. He knew a little bit of what I told him. That pledge money. So Hannah started saying, "You need to give that money, and then if you give that, since you pledged it, you need to give us $1,000." That guy Patrick went and found the original owner. The original owner said, "I was going to let him be at the shelter, let someone else have him." And he said, "I know that dog's not in a good place. I need you to help me." They teamed up and went to the shelter, and that owner got the dog back. Patrick paid for that dog to get back. Patrick paid that lady probably the 1,000 pledge because she said she's financially in a tough place. And he took a picture later and sent it to me and Spirit Angel because Spirit Angel said she would keep the dog while he got neutered because he was getting neutered. He did not get neutered. He didn't, and he has heartworms. And I remember the lady at Paw Support was like, "I have everything here to be a veterinarian. I don't need to go to a veterinarian." But yet she was like saying that that dog had an appointment the next day for heartworm medicine, heartworm treatment, and was going to be at the veterinarian for 3 days straight and to get neutered. That dog never went to the veterinarian. All of it was lies. When Patrick was like, "How's he doing out of surgery?" They were like, "He's doing great." They were lying about everything. And it just goes, these are registered nonprofit rescue groups. Okay? So today, talking to that lady, that doesn't help her because the way she left that review is exactly what I'm saying. Is like, just because it's a rescue doesn't mean they're doing things right. And if you can't go and look at a rescue and see it, she said she never lets them come and get them at Paw Support. She always meets them out in public. Why? It's just like a breeder or a hoarder. If you can't go to the location of the animal, why would I support you and pay the $400 adoption? Why? I want to see how you're treating these dogs. I want to know what's going on. It's true. This is getting me riled up over that again because I had to let it go for a minute. There's nothing. I called the realtor who sold that place and tried to find out if there was an inn on that side because I am a realtor. I called a. Oh, did you? How come you're wet? Did you drink water or did you come from outside? Oh wow, you're chewing yourself up on this hot spot, Momo. Oh my goodness, this thing is looking horrible, man. Okay, we gotta clean this up. I'm so sorry. Is that bothering you? Oh, oh, I didn't know you were over there chewing yourself. Oh, so many things I gotta worry about. Girl, you're riling me back up too. Hey, this has been a couple months. There's nothing you can do about it right now. But it's time for me to open that door up and do what I need to do, and I do need to do something about it. But I didn't want it to, it's going to go how it's going to go. I didn't want it to be all me, like it all came from me because I just went there and now I called it in and I called the cops and I called these people. I didn't want that to go right to me. I let it whatever happened, but if she ever said you turned me in, the truth is I didn't. So, I never got that call or email. But now it's my turn, like I don't like it takes a lot to have the patience, but it has to be followed through, because no one can fix it. But we should not just turn our cheeks, which is like this lady tonight. It's like, what are you doing that makes you get so mad about what we're doing? About what the way my rules anyway. My rules. What is it that you're doing that you are so mad about my rules? And what about your rescue? Like, how true is that? How true is this situation? What are we looking at here? Let's find out. Let's find out. Because when you sign up as a nonprofit, you have rules and regulations and they track everything you do. You need to fill up these forms, and if you're lying, they can come audit you. Like, it's a big deal, you know? So, anyways, oh crap, I guess you'll get a nap. I know it's 2:35 in the morning. I got to get up at 6. CDO state requirements. That's because unfortunately there's no way to test. I see what you're saying. That sounds so traumatic for you. I'm so sorry. I can't really hear the car. All right. Thanks for staying up with me, man. And I will be seeing you soon. All right. Anybody watching this later? Love you guys. Thanks for watching. You see, I stayed up so late tonight. Okay. We got a busy day tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a great night. I'll be talking to you soon. Nikki, good night. Thanks for talking and thanks for having my back. And God bless you. All right. All right. We'll see you later. Get some sleep. Just remember, shake it off. Try to get some sleep over it. There's nothing we can do about it at 2 in the morning. It'll be here when we wake up. All right. Love you. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.